It's just everything back here is stiff. It's tight. I can't really get a full range of motion, left, right, or up. Down, I'm okay. But left, right, and up, big problems.
You could suck your own schmeat?
I'm not that flexible, you know. Would you do that if you could do that? Could you do that?
Well, would you do that? Could you do that?
I'm asking you the hard-hitting questions today. You know, now you have a lot of free time. You got 9 videos done in 3 days. Now you can start sucking your own dick if you want it. I say you fucking jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Sunday Sauce, grandmother's favorite fucking podcast. Episode 139, Vinny and Phil, back again, doing what we do, having the conversations to get you through your day every way. Heck yeah, we're out here. How you doing, Phil?
I love how our main goal was not to start like a radio. You know, we were supposed to do a rolling start, but we couldn't do it, so now we're just resorting back to the...
Yeah, we tried to start the episode today a bunch of times, just like having natural conversation and flowing into it, but it didn't feel right, you know?
No, it didn't.
There's just something about starting with a welcome back and then saying, Phil, how you doing? Then Phil tells me how he's doing, and then we just get into the first topic of discussion. That's nice. That's how I like to roll.
Something about what we just tried was not working.
It wasn't working, man.
Our wires were crossed.
Yeah, that happens. That happens sometimes. But I'll start. How you doing, Phil?
I'm pretty good, dude. I am on full vacation mode.
Nice. You took my advice.
Yeah.
Well, vacation mode while we're filming a podcast right now.
Yeah.
So it's not true vacation mode, is it?
No, not yet.
Well, you know, after this podcast, though, you'll have like the whole weekend to recuperate, right?
Exactly. And then I'm probably going to take some more days off after that. So basically, woke up today, made some breakfast, some Eggo waffles. Dude.
Tell me about it.
I think I've been living off like frozen food, and it's like killing me. Like I'm dying.
Yeah, there's pesticides in that shit.
Dude, my fucking diet for content production is Elio's Pizza.
Oh, you gotta love Elio's. You gotta love it.
Frozen chicken nuggets.
Nice. Standard. Quality.
And a Newman's Own or a Newman's Pizza.
Oh, so just frozen pizzas have been like your jam.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta up the arsenal in the frozen food category. You gotta get some mozzarella sticks. You gotta get some tater tots. Tater tots, bro? The beautiful thing about those, you can have those at any hour of the day. As long as you have some ketchup with you, forget about it. Enjoy it.
Forget about it.
Enjoy
I fucking
yourself.
hate ketchup, bro.
Do you actually? There's no way like I did not know that. You for sure have brought this up before, and I definitely had the same fucking reaction. This visceral, angry reaction.
Yeah, like episode 2, 3, we're talking.
Fuck, we're taking it back to the old school today, huh?
Yeah.
Back when we used to record together. Same room, grabbing your shoulder blades.
Good
Grabbing your
days.
shoulder blades and we were laughing. Well, good news is next week we can do an in-person episode because I'll be back in New York.
You're moving back?
Not moving back, but I'll be back for a short limited time. For us to get a couple podcast episodes in and then it's whoop, back on the airplane. I'm actually going to Georgia, then New York. But by the time we do the next Sunday episode, then we will be in person again.
Do you like traveling this much or are you just doing it?
I like it. I'm in a new phase of life, man.
No, I know. You really blossomed.
I'm changing the game, you know, when it comes to what I do, how I live. And you know what? I'm content. The only thing that's been bothering me, my physical form, my temple, if you will, Phil.
It's falling apart?
It's fucking falling apart, dude. I don't know what the problem is. My shoulders, my neck, and my back are just fucked. That's why I'm leaning back today. You know, got more casual vibe on the pod. It's just everything back here is stiff. It's tight. I can't really get a full range of motion, left, right, or up. Down, I'm okay. But left, right, and up, big problems.
You could suck your own schmeat?
I'm not that flexible, you know. Would you do that if you could do that? Could you do that?
Well, would you do that? Could you do that?
I'm asking you the hard-hitting questions today. You know, now you have a lot of free time. You got 9 videos done in 3 days. Now you can start sucking your own dick if you want it. I say you fucking jump right into it.
I could progressively overload it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the age-old question, though, right? Because, you know, we as men sometimes, you know, we give ourselves hand jobs. So why not give ourselves
yeah, why not go all the way?
Yeah, why not just fucking change the game? What the fuck is wrong with this microphone, man?
Well, there's a couple things here. It's
break it down.
I think it would feel more like dishing it out than the pleasure of receiving it, if you catch my drift.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Go on, elaborate. Go, get into it, Phil. Dish it out. Dish it out, Phil.
It would feel more like sucking a schwanz than getting my schwanz sucked.
I just feel like it would be so uncomfortable because the amount of flexibility you would need to have. I can't even touch my toes, bro.
It's not the size of the arrow. You're right. It's just our flexibility getting in the way. Our meat is more than capable of reaching.
Yeah, absolutely. If I want, I could use my shaft as a scarf if it gets too cold outside.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like the summer. I can't utilize it as much. In the wintertime, though, when the snowflakes come down, it's a little cold, just fucking wrap that shit around my neck a couple times.
Is it 100 degrees by you? Because
I'll tell you right now. Let me open up my weather app. Let me see.
The devil's ball sack outside right now.
It's 82 degrees here right now. By the way, here in the Great White North, today's Canada Day. So we're going out for for dinner, drinks, and some fireworks. And then I get to come back to the States and celebrate America's Day, 4th of July. All right? So we're partying. We're partying all week.
This is going to sound so dumb. But like, who founded Canada?
Wish I could tell you, Phil. I really wish I could tell you. I barely know about the American history, let alone the Canadian history. But I just want a beaver tail today. That's like my main mission, just to get a beaver tail. I've told you about beaver tails, right?
Yeah, they're like the flat donuts.
Oh, they're phenomenal. Nutella, bananas, get some fucking chocolate syrup on there. Forget it, Phil. It's yeah, take a sip of your fucking matcha. You make that yourself or you pour that from a can?
Okay, I'm gonna have you ask that question again. You know what type of person I am.
You made it yourself.
Thank you.
Can you even get matcha from a can?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing with matcha, right? So right now I'm having a iced green tea matcha latte, technically. So there's two different types of matcha. There's ceremonial grade matcha and there's culinary grade matcha.
Okay.
Culinary grade, I just learned this like an hour ago. It's a coarser powder. It can be cut with like sugar too, so it's just like ready to go. Mm-hmm. Whereas like ceremonial is like the real deal. It's like the fine extract.
That's that real shit.
Yeah. So there is a taste difference between ceremonial and culinary. So I got a tub of, it comes in like a metal container, but it's not just like free floating powder in there. It comes in like a metal bag on the inside so it doesn't spill out. It's supposed to be kept like very, you can't just have, it's not like coffee.
It's not for every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You got to be an advanced individual in order to make the proper matcha, the culinary style.
Not the culinary style.
Not the culinary style.
The ceremonial style.
The ceremonial. So the ceremonial is above the culinary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So right now you're having some ceremonial matcha.
This is the top shit. This is like
That's that top shelf right there.
Yeah. No, so for reference, like when you go out and you buy like matcha at like a coffee place, it'll run you like $5-6, maybe even $7, depending on like what size you get.
God damn.
The can that we got is about 75 servings, and it was $75.
So that's a fucking great deal. It's $1.
It's like $1. Yeah. Now in Japan, is it Japanese?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah, it's got to be. Is matcha from Japan? Research Phil.
Trying to figure out the facts of life. I will say if I had to guess, it would be Japan.
So in Japan, the way you make it is like you get the powder, you measure it out. It's like a very small amount. I think it's like half a teaspoon.
Okay.
You boil water like tea. You pour it on top of the powder into a bowl, and they make ceremonial matcha bowls that are like thick porcelain. And you get a whisk, and it's like a bamboo whisk, and you foam it. Now in Japan, they'll drink that. But in America, or if you're having like a latte, you pour the extract with like the whisk over milk and ice. So we do almond milk, and then you can sweeten it with like honey, agave, or sugar.
So it's a little bit more of a concoction here.
Yeah, this is like a cocktail, basically.
Would you say it tastes better?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Can you put alcohol in there?
For sure.
What would you put in there? A little bit of vodka?
Well, it's got almond milk in it, so I don't know if... I feel like you could do vodka.
I feel like you could put a little Baileys in there. That might be good.
Have you ever had like a matcha cocktail?
Yes, actually. I'm pretty sure on Kylie's birthday we had one of those. It's usually green, right?
Yeah, it's green.
Yeah, we had one on Kylie's birthday.
Do you like the taste of it?
It was okay. Like, it definitely wouldn't be my first choice. I mean, it's not like a fucking Caesar. I had a double Caesar yesterday at this burger spot. Woo! I was feeling good, Phil. They put a fucking string bean in it. First time I've seen a string bean in a Caesar. It was good. It was good.
You know how they make your Caesars? They go to the kitchen sink and they get the fucking slop and go.
Yeah, they get the leftover vegetables from the guy's burger that just left. They just fucking drop it in my glass, and I'm like, yeah, it's fucking great. I had a bean in it, and a fucking half-bitten celery. Don't worry, Phil. It was for the aesthetic.
Yeah,
fucking shit was delicious, man.
I'm sure in Brooklyn they actually do shit like that.
Oh, in Brooklyn they probably go like right in the back fucking garden and just rip out a fucking carrot stalk and just shove it right in with the dirt and everything. Gives it that New York flavor, that New York flair.
Okay, so I was listening to this podcast and they were talking about like where did all the hipsters go? Mm-hmm. Where did they go?
I don't know.
Remember there was like an actual aesthetic, like a personality trait of being a hipster?
I feel like you have a very hipster vibe. Like the circular glasses, the long grown out hair.
Like,
right?
I don't know. I'm not a hipster though.
I mean, if I saw you walking on the street, some of your outfits, I'd be like, oh, this guy might be a hipster.
Get out of here.
What even is the definition though of hipster? Can I become Google Vinny and see what this means? It's just like very like artsy swag, right?
A person who follows the latest trends and fashions, especially those regarded as being outside the cultural mainstream.
Phil, you're a fucking hipster.
Nah, I'm more underground.
You might be king hipster.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You're king hipster Gen Z.
No,
holy shit. What would you describe my
king
swag
hipster
as?
Gen Z?
You're hipster Gen Z, baby. What am I? What's my swag?
Weeb.
Oh yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Although today I'm not wearing an anime shirt. I'm wearing a She-Hulk shirt.
Yeah,
that's comic books.
I know. Do I even have to explain further? Like I was on the nose.
I'll take it. I'll take it right. I'll take it for sure. And listen,
for sure.
When She-Hulk drops, I have very high hopes for the show. I'm very excited.
I thought it looked like shit.
And speaking of shows, no, it looks good. Looks good. Everyone's saying, she should be like bigger and more jacked. I like the She-Hulk design.
She's just green.
she's just green. And she's a little bit taller, a little bit more built. But the thing is, She-Hulk never looked like the Hulk. Like the Hulk is a big monster. She-Hulk looks way more like a giant human. Anyway, I don't even know how the fuck I got into this rabbit hole last night, but I was on my TikTok feed and I saw the new bad guy from Stranger Things.
Vecna,
right? So do you watch Stranger Things?
Watch the first 2 seasons.
Okay. So I saw Vecna on my TikTok feed and I was like, this guy's fucking cool. So what do? Being me, Vinny, thinking outside the box. Well, I watched an entire Stranger Things recap. In 20 minutes now, I understand the entire lore.
God damn it, bro.
Did I watch the show? No, I did not. Did I watch the recap? Absolutely. Let me tell you, those demi-dogs are something else, man. The lore's fucking cool.
I got so excited that you were gonna like watch the show.
Well, here's the thing. I knew I wouldn't commit the time to watching like from the very beginning, especially that we're this far into it right now and there's one more season, then the show's done. So I was like, you know what? I want to know what's going on here, but I don't want to watch like all the episodes because it would be a big time commitment. Plus, I'm on the Jersey Shore grind right now, beating the beat up. So once I finish that, my schedule will be a little bit more free. But I was watching the recaps of the show and I was like, oh, this is entertaining shit. It's crazy. It's very hype.
Yeah. It is a hype show.
Who's your favorite character? Is it 11?
No, I think I like, well, I don't know. This may sound stupid because I haven't even seen the season, I don't think, but it's the guy Steve. The one that looks like Zac Efron, who's like a douche.
Steve. I don't think I know Steve. I don't know if he was in the recap. I don't know if I'm too familiar.
Yeah, that guy could be fucking dead.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, let me look it up.
But yeah, last night.
No, not Steve Harrington. Billy. Oh, Billy's been in it from the beginning, right? Because he has like the second season.
Well, is Billy the character that has like the PTSD when the little demidog like growls and then he like remembers the upside down? That's Billy, right?
I have no idea, dude.
I'm pretty sure it's Billy. Anyway, two What are we doing? We're talking about Stranger Things. We don't even know about this shit.
Hey, this show's pretty good, but
this show's pretty good. I like the Demons.
Yeah. No,
Here's
they're
the
doing
thing.
cool things in that show.
The new volume dropped last night, and it crashed Netflix. Like, people were super excited about it, and it comes down to this conversation of like, is it better to drop an entire season of a show all at once, or is it better to space it out? And from my perspective, I think it's way better to drop episode by episode because it keeps people talking.
Oh, yeah.
And here's the thing about binging shows. I don't know why this might be a me thing. I've heard other YouTubers, one of my favorite YouTubers, Robert Meyer Burnett, he said that this happens to him as well. When I binge something, I can't like remember the information as well as if I watch something like spread out, because you just literally watch 6 episodes in a row and you don't fucking remember anything. It all just kind of like bleeds into each other, and you remember like specific moments, but you might not remember like what episode certain things came from or whatever. I feel like that happened to me with Breaking Bad, because I watched Breaking Bad in like, I think it was like a week and a half or 2 weeks or some shit. I flew through that show. Now I remember the moments, of course. It's a fucking iconic show, but I don't remember like a lot of specifics.
You know what Amazon did with The Boys?
I got to start The Boys, because apparently The Boys and Stranger Things, that's the hot shit on TV right now, dude.
The Boys takes a shit on Stranger Things. The
Really?
Boys it's the best show on television right now.
That's a bold claim.
I'm not kidding.
I mean, I have seen a lot of people talking about it, so you're probably not wrong.
The writing is just the tightest I've ever seen. Every episode just has like a purpose. You know what I mean? You know, you watch shows and it's just
tight
like
writing. It's tight.
Just the tightest. It's really
the
like
writing is so tight that at any
it's
moment
so
it just
tight.
snap, because it's so tight.
Yeah, it like grips you.
Yeah, it like engulfs you in. It's how tight it is. Yeah, I gotta watch it. Gotta watch. It's the bottom line.
Their advertising is like the most genius shit too.
Well, don't they just like play on pop culture stuff?
They do, but like, okay, so you know how the subway system in like New York City are like letters and numbers?
Mm-hmm.
So there's like the A train. So my friend works in the city and he sent me like a Snapchat the other day. He's like, holy shit, look at this. One of the characters in the show's name is A Train. So they plastered like a billboard almost, but it was like a mural painted or a graphic of A Train, the character like running.
That's dope.
on the A Train.
It's good. Smart shit.
Like
how many seasons are there right now?
Season 3.
Oh, okay, so it's relatively a new show.
Yeah, and like Amazon trucks, I don't know if you've seen them out around Canada, but they have like The Boys just plastered on them. It's like their child.
Sick. That's cool. Oh yeah, because it's on Prime Video, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, that's fucking. You know how many Amazon trucks are out there? That's insane marketing. That's a moving billboard wherever you go.
It's smart. I wonder if Bezos is like into it.
Imagine it's just like he's the writer and he's the main writer behind the scenes. And he's coming up with all the content. I wouldn't be surprised if Bezos has actual superpowers.
Do his laugh.
I feel like I haven't heard it enough. I mean, is that what you just did? Is that good?
We did a whole bit on this, bro.
That's why I'm telling you, I don't remember things.
What happened to your brain, bro?
Listen, it's the brain. It's everything physical. Everything physical is just fucked up over here.
You need a rest.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, well, listen, let me break this down. I'm running 2 channels. We're doing the podcast. I go live every single day. That's 4 things. That's 4. Look at my hands. They look like a rake right now. It's 4 fucking things, so I can just fucking rake all the fucking leaves.
Yep.
I'm tired. I got to be honest with you. But we're still fucking churning. We're still pumping out the content.
We're literally, our podcast is like the dirtiest, dingiest pizzeria in a fucking like absolute crack shack in New York City.
I feel like that's good though. You want the pizzeria where like when you walk in, there's no AC and it's so hot that the guy making the pizza is dripping fucking sweat and grease onto the dough.
Yeah, and but that's the flavor.
Hey Mario, how are you? Where you been? Fucking just soot from his face dripping onto the pie.
With those cups, you know those cups I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, with the blue, the purple, and the white.
Dude, that's just like the design from like the early 2000s and 90s was OP.
Yeah. We got 2 sodas. We got Coke and Pepsi. No diet.
Everything is now Pepsi. So sterile and clean and just like dumb.
And the inside of the pizzeria is just red and white checkerboard on the floor.
Yep.
Just red and white checkerboard. Every fucking tablecloth is the red and the white checkerboard.
They don't even have tablecloths. It's like that, like plastic. You know what I'm talking about?
We don't even got napkins. Oh, what? You want to clean up? Use your hands.
No, they have napkins. You know those like cylinders or like those squares?
Oh, yeah. And they're like silver. Like a mirror. They're like a mirror.
And there's like 9,000 napkins stuffed in there.
Yes, sir. I used to have to change those out at the pizzeria. Fucking nightmare.
If I ever, wow, I don't even want to know that process.
No, they weren't that bad. You just open up the back, shove the napkins in.
Oh, if I ever open up a pizzeria, it's gonna have that vibe.
You should. We should open up a pizzeria called The Sunday Sauce, and we can film the podcast in the back.
Yeah, just while we're working.
Yeah. Yeah, we get 2 large pizzas. So Phil, how's your day going? Just fucking making the dough. I miss making pizzas. I got to tell you.
You have the hands-on experience. I don't know what I would bring to the table.
Oh, I mean, your marketing is off the charts.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, Phil. Forget it. I'm serious.
What makes you say that?
You got great thumbnails.
Thank you.
Our billboards and our signs would be great contrast in colors. Bringing all the people. Fucking Green Social Blade Phil, Green Social Blade Pizzas.
That's it.
That could be the name. Social Blade.
Social Blade.
Social Blade Slices.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
Where everything's green and red. Green and red, Italian colors, baby. I went to a smash room yesterday. You ever done this?
My mind went somewhere else real quick.
Yeah.
No, actually, no, I haven't. I have never been to a smash room.
So that might be why my body is, what's the word I'm looking for?
Fucked up?
Fucked up today, not functioning. It's obsolete. Right. So basically, we went to this place, really fucking cool, where you put on like a vest, some protective headgear, you put on some gloves, and you go into 2 rooms with 2 different stations. The first station is a station where you throw bottles at a wall. You want to get some aggression out, work on some anxiety, get everything figured out in your brain. You got to smash some shit. So we're throwing bottles at the wall. Feels good. We put some bottles on a table, take a chrome bar, break them. You know, feels good.
What's a chrome bar?
A chrome bar. Like a
crowbar?
Did I say a chrome bar?
Yeah.
Was it just crowbar?
Crowbar.
Are you sure? Because it seems like it's a chrome bar.
No, I'm 1,000% positive.
Give me a second here. Hold on. Fucking trying to tell my story. Hold on. I'm trying to tell my fucking story. Crowbar. Holy shit, he's right.
CRO, buddy.
It's a fucking crowbar. All right, you fucking asshole. So I take a crowbar, right, and you smash the fucking bottles with it. And it was fun. Like, it was a really nice getting, like, you know, blowing off some steam type of vibe. And then you go into the next room, and then you have, like, all this old technology, like old VCRs, DVD players, speakers, whatever. And you take the crowbar, and you just beat the shit out of this stuff. And I think that's why my shoulders are compromised today. That was the word that I was looking for earlier.
Did it like really feel like cathartic? Like, was there like a release? Dude,
it was amazing. I'm not even fucking around. Like, I encourage anybody to do this. Definitely, like, you know, be careful when you do it because there's just like shit flying everywhere as you're breaking things. But it was fucking awesome to just be like, yo, I've felt cooped up this week. Got a lot on my mind. I'm working on a lot of shit. I just want to break this VHS player right now.
What did it do to you?
Hey, fuck this VHS player. And you know, they don't make shit like they used to because this old VHS player took us like 30 hits to fucking break this thing down. But it was fun. It was invigorating.
Now, can you like choose your weapon or is everyone gets a crowbar? Like, I want a bat.
No, yeah, you can choose your weapon. There was a big sledgehammer. There was just like a steel pipe. There was the crowbar. There was a lot of different tools. A lot of different things that you could utilize at the Smash place.
Any like swords or anything like that? Or was it all like blunt force trauma?
No swords, no machetes, no daggers. You know, you could crack a bottle and have a dagger, you know? But it was fun. It was very, very, it was cool. You have to sign a release form, you know, God forbid. You need to understand at any point you could throw a bottle and it could ricochet and stab you in the forearm.
Right.
Got to be careful.
Is it dirty and like, is there like shit in pieces, like smashed to smithereens when you go there already?
No, the room's clean when you start, and then when you leave the room, it looks like a fucking bomb went off.
Oh, okay. So
you can see it on my Instagram story. There's a clip of Kylie like smashing a bottle with a crowbar. Sick.
So everyone gets a fresh start.
Yeah, fresh start.
Wow, that's
and
kind
it was
of cool.
just me and Kylie in there. We were chilling. We were taking a bunch of pictures and shit. It was a fun time. It was a cute little date night. I definitely recommend you and Wildy give it a try. Wildy would have a fucking field day at this. Forget it.
I know. I know she would.
She would be like, yo, I don't even want a weapon. Let me break this shit with my bare hands. Just fucking smashing it, dude. It'd be sick.
I'm like, oh no, that's a vintage VCR player. Don't hurt that.
Please no, I love the artistic value of this VCR player.
Hey, those actually are those are rare.
Imagine that you go to a smash room and you're just like, excuse me, can I just take this stuff? It's gonna be broken down anyway, and they just walk out with a new
That's
VCR
a
player.
fair point.
You gotta respect the due diligence of Philion to understand the complexities and the value of an old VCR player.
That's it.
But yeah, it was a fun night, and we went out for some food and drinks before it. This was the problem. There was this parking lot that we were in. Now, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation like this. In New York, it's bad, but I've never seen anything like this. We tried to find a spot for legitimately 40 minutes. That doesn't seem like that long of time, but picture yourself in a car with Wildy, driving around a parking lot for 40 fucking minutes trying to find a spot.
Why didn't you go to another parking lot?
Dude, there was two lots. There was one for like the main area that we were in. It was a very cool area. It was like shops and restaurants and shit. And then there was another parking lot, but that was just for the grocery store. Both were fucking packed out the wazoo. And it was one of these situations where you'd be waiting for a spot and you'd go, okay, there's a spot right there, babe. Pull into that. And as you're pulling into the spot, another car is already waiting there. So there was this one instance where we saw this open spot and I was like, babe, right there. She swoops in, we get it. And then we saw there was a lady waiting right to the like other side of the spot.
You know what you should do?
Let's hear it.
Carry around like a neon vest. And whenever you get into this problem, just toss it on and be like, all right, babe, let's do it. You get out of the car, you start directing traffic.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And you bring her car into the spot.
I got a better solution. We just Uber everywhere for the rest of our lives.
We can do that too.
Me personally, and you know this about me, the reason why I don't like to personally drive places, I hate parking. And especially when you can't find a fucking spot, it's a nightmare. So I like to just get in the Uber, you get dropped off, and then when you're ready to leave, you just get back in the Uber. It's a nice, simple system, you know? That's what I prefer to do. Or a cab or whatever. Anything that just drops me off. Or a fucking relative. Hey, Gammy, how you doing? Can you drop us off at the movie theater? You know, one of those moves.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this lady was still waiting there. She's like, I was waiting in this spot. So we pulled out, found another spot, and then when we left to let her get the spot, another lady tried to get that spot. So there was like a brawl at all corners of this fucking parking lot. And
what the fuck was happening at the, what was around this place?
I think it was because today is Canada Day, so everybody here has the day off from work today. So just everybody was going out shopping and having drinks and eating yesterday.
Interesting.
So just everybody was out. It was crazy how many people were in this fucking lot. And I just hate parking. When's the last time you parallel parked? And don't say last Tuesday, because I know you ain't parallel parking out here.
Yes, I am.
When, Phil? When?
Buddy, I live in a, city.
Listen, pal. Tell me when the last time you parallel parked. Answer the question. It shouldn't be that hard.
Last week.
Yeah? Walk me through it. Where were you?
Well, it's weird because I like parallel parking on you know how you have a dominant side that you like to do shit with?
Yes.
Parallel parking on the left side is fucked. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't even dare. Couldn't get me to do it.
Okay, I parallel parked maybe a little bit more than a week ago because I think this was before my car was smashed to smithereens.
What's the update on that, by the way? Is it still
my
smithereens?
car's back. My car's back, baby.
Better than ever? Good as new?
Good as new.
Hey, there we go, baby. He got it back, baby. Yo, I'm predicting 3 more months. 3 more months until the next shenanigans occur.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so I was getting pizza, one of my favorite places to get a late night slice.
Bleecker Street. I know where you were.
I've never been of John's of Bleecker.
9.2, John's of Bleecker Street.
No, but I had to just do one of those maneuvers, you know? I had to parallel park behind a car, but then the curb was right behind me, so.
Ask me the last time I parallel parked. Seriously.
When's the last time you parallel parked?
My driving test. I'll say it again. The day that I took the test to get my license.
It's not hard.
It's not for me. All right. I do remember, though, there's something with a triangle where you turn the wheel and you make a triangle in the mirror. Then you fucking straighten it out. You want to hear the best parallel parker? My father, dude, He does one of these. Like he'll see the spot.
Well, yeah, that's me.
And
I
then
used
he's
to
in.
drive.
Easy,
like
easy peasy.
driving was my job. Like that's what
true,
I did.
when you were delivering the boxed water.
Box water, the fucking Ram van. I was like a bus driver. Like that's
You should do Uber on the side.
yeah. Just because
you can network with a lot of people. Be like, have a nice night. Oh, by the way, I just put out this new fitness flop. Here you go. Here's my card.
Yeah.
Hope you have a good night. All right, take care of yourselves.
Dude, me and my boys went out a couple weeks ago, and we Ubered because we're close to like the village, but we're you don't want to walk 2 miles to get there, right? But
Yeah,
it's like
that's too much. You'll be sweaty by the time you get to the venue.
It's like a 5-minute drive versus 20-minute walk type deal. So we're like, oh, we'll just Uber. So this guy pulls up in a brand new Model 3 Tesla. First of all, we're off to an amazing start.
Yeah, that's pulling up with swag right there.
Yeah. And we're all just like taken back by like how professional, like this guy was just like, he was driving fast, but like
safe.
You know when, yeah. Like
he was getting you where you needed to go.
The guy was just locked in and like everybody picked up on that. And I was like, holy shit, dude. Like this is the best Uber I've ever been in. He's like, here's my card. He handed me a card. That's how you run a business.
That's how you run a business. I remember when we were in, I want to say it was like end of high school, early college. There was back before like Uber existed, we would all call cabs. And you would call like the local cab registry and they'd send you a cab. But I remember I linked up with this one cab driver and I had his actual number. So whenever I needed to go somewhere, I'd be like, hey, what's up? I can't remember his name for the life of me. But I would call him up and be like, yo, we need this cab, whatever. And then he would directly like come and get us. And that was like, oh, this guy's the real deal. He gets it done. He gets us from point A to point B. Beautiful. It would be nice if you do meet an Uber driver that goes hard in the paint, takes care of you, and goes quick. And you could just be like, yo, what's up, Joe? Pick us up.
Yeah, like that's a personal driver.
That'd be sick. You know, maybe you can do that. Who knows?
These are just rich people things, man. Like actual, truly wealthy people just have drivers.
Chauffeurs.
Yeah, and like I get it.
Well, the chauffeur, that's how you know you made it. You know, if you
just have a guy drive you everywhere.
That's just so epic, though. I love that. I aspire to have that one day. Did I tell you the story where I think I brought this up? Me and Kato were coming home from a friend's house at like 2 a.m. and we had this Lyft driver. Super cool dude. Like one of those Lyft drivers that like talks to you, but like you're not bothered by the conversation. Like he was just a nice fucking guy.
Yeah.
He had like all Jets stuff in his car, just a good old New Yorker, you know?
Okay.
He dropped us off. He's like, my friend, here you go. You're home. We got out. Thanks, bro. We went out for Kylie's birthday dinner. And when we got into the fucking Lyft, it was the same guy. So we're sitting in the car for a little bit. We're like going up the street, and I notice all the Jet stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, we had you like 2 nights ago. He's like, oh, what's up, man? And then you feel that camaraderie. That's the problem with a lot of these situations where you get into a new Uber. There's just so many Uber drivers, there's no camaraderie.
It's important.
You know, I finally have thick enough skin to say if it's too fucking hot in the Uber now.
No way.
If you guys recall, if you've been on this channel for a while, if you've been listening to the show, it could have been 98 degrees. I could have been sweating through my fucking my shorts, my trunks, and my t-shirt. I wouldn't say put on the air because I don't know. I feel like they're comfortable because that is the temperature that they have in their car. I don't want to be a pain in the ass.
They're at baseline,
exactly.
But you're stepping into their environment.
But now I hit them with one of these. Excuse me, could we just turn the AC up a little bit? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Why are you saying thank you so much?
I'm a nice guy, you know. Just forget about it. And then the air goes on, and then you feel the breeze, and you're like, I'm glad I've done this. I'm very glad I've done this.
I don't do the air. I do the window.
Oh, you're a window guy.
I'm a window guy. Yeah.
You can't do the window because then you start hearing the. Then you got to ultimately close the window. I hate that.
That sounded like somebody stepping into the fucking void.
Oh, the upside down?
Yeah. You just summoned a demi-dog? The
demi-dog. Also, why is it in all these shows, like when there's a mysterious tiny creature, everyone wants to play with it, it's clearly going to grow, morph, and fucking kill everyone. Like, I don't understand why people don't get that logic. I understand the aspect of storytelling, and yeah, they're little kids. But I guarantee you, if I was a little kid and I saw like a little fucking slug that sprouted legs out of the sides of its body, I'd probably say, might want to tell my dad about this. Might want to not keep this fucking thing in my terrarium. Probably not the best idea.
Now, there's a weird, I don't even know if it's a conspiracy or if it's just part of the storyline, but correct me if I'm wrong, like, some people say that the entire plot of Stranger Things is a game of Dungeons and Dragons that they're playing as adults.
Ah. Well, I know in the show, they name certain things in the show like after...
The Demogorgon.
Yeah, that's in Dungeons and Dragons, right? That's
a monster from Dungeon... It's a fucking dummy OP monster, too.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm not as invested as people that obviously watch the show. Like, I just watched the recaps and thought it was very interesting. But, like, if at the end of the last episode... there's just like a bright light and you just see a bunch of adults being like, yo, great game. See you next Tuesday. I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that would be kind of shitty.
I think that would take away a lot of the emotional weight, you know?
True.
Because there are fucking scenes in this show that are like brutal. Especially with this new guy. Vecna is a menace, dude.
Yeah.
He's a menace. Also, you know that's all prosthetics?
I mean, like I could picture that, yeah.
The whole fucking thing, like the whole. I'm sure they like spice it up with CGI, but
did they tell you how many hours
it takes? Probably takes an absurd amount. I saw like a time lapse of the actor sitting there, like getting all the. How would you say it? Not getting the prosthetics on. I was gonna say prostheses. Is that a word?
I think so.
Yeah, getting all that on, but like he's in like a full body suit, just waddling around and all this fucking tentacle shit. Crazy.
It's pretty sick. He's a very cool looking villain.
Yeah. And apparently, like, I don't want to get into too much spoilers for the new shit that dropped. Actually, I won't even get into any spoilers about the new shit that dropped. But like these new episodes that launched a couple days ago, if you guys are watching this, the day that it went up, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Well, I think we just skipped over the method that the boys do on Amazon. Remember I was about to tell you, like, how they release shows?
Oh, yeah, and then we started talking about my amnesia.
Yeah, so
thanks, Ian, for subscribing. I didn't realize my alerts were still turned on. Appreciate that, buddy.
No, so they do, God. When a new season drops, they release 3 episodes off the start, and then they do 1 per week.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's how you got to do it.
That's busted. Because you get a little bit of the binge, you get thrown into the story, you're invested, and then they just give you that slow drip that keeps you wanting more.
Just that boop, boop.
Yep.
Boop. That's dripping of the water. Dripping from the faucet.
Binge culture with television and like streaming services, I feel like really ruined like, I just want to say like the scale of how great a show could be. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, binging ruins like attachment and memories to things.
Yeah.
Like if you are just drowning yourself in 8 hours straight of television, you're not going to grasp as much if you watch 8 weeks of, you know, or let's just say if you watch 8 episodes in a row versus 8 weeks, 1 episode a week, you're not going to grasp it the same way. Plus, what's cool about doing it once a week is that like the new episode drops. You go on YouTube, you watch a reaction to it, you watch a breakdown of it, you watch a theory of it. That's my favorite. That's my favorite shit to do. Like when I watch a new Marvel movie, I'm fucking speeding home. Oh, Steven, thanks for subscribing. I'm fucking rushing home so I can watch all like the synopsis and the theory videos. How have you never done that? That's like the best thing.
Ever. Like ever.
Yeah, you know why? Because you're a thespian. You got it all up here. You're a true artiste.
No, I do understand that people do that. One of my friends does that a lot, but like the culture of, say like a show is like in the fucking spotlight, like Game of Thrones was for a bit, back when they didn't butcher it. Mm-hmm. But like the watch parties you could have with your friends.
Oh,
that's like a social aspect that bingeability just doesn't have.
Well, it does if like a new season of Stranger Things drops and you get your whole friend group to come over and everyone watches it together.
For 9 hours?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, maybe.
I mean, I would want to do that. I personally, like, it's weird. I like watching things alone. I think equally as much as I like watching things with people. it's weird. Like, it's a different form of entertainment for me. Like, I can watch something by myself and be loving it, and then I'm like, okay, I have to show Kylie, I have to show Phil, I have to show my mom. And then like I like watching something first and then watching someone watching the thing that I like, if that makes any sense.
Like, oh yeah.
Oh, just wait for this next part. Your mind's gonna be blown.
Yeah, you're voyeuristic in that way.
I remember I was so excited when we were watching Jersey Shore for Kylie to see the Mike and Ronnie fight in Italy. And I literally set up a phone to record her reaction. And I thought she was going to be way more blown away by this. But I think the problem was I overhyped it to the point where she thought it was going to be like the most insane fight of all time. When in reality, it was a ridiculous episode. Do you know what happened in that Italy moment?
No.
Okay, long story short, Jersey Shore, spoiler alert. I mean, this dropped in like 2013, so you're a little bit late to the party. If you don't want to know spoilers, click off. But here's the thing. Mike and Ronnie have had beef since like season 1. Now we're on season 4. Mike loves to instigate at this period of his life. He loves to stir the pot. He loves to create drama. Ronnie will say something when he's drunk. Mike will go ahead and tell Sam. Sam is Ronnie's girlfriend. So there's this moment where Sam says to Ronnie, oh yeah, Mike told me that you have like 5 girls coming to the house. You were bragging about it. Ronnie goes, so how you gonna play it, dog? You won't be a fucking snake, dog? He starts taking off all of his jewelry. I'm here when I was in high school, bro. I was like,
taking his jewelry off?
He's taking his jewelry off. He takes his shirt off. He goes, now you're going to see what the fuck happens. Now you're going to fucking see. He storms into the room where Mike is just laying on a couch. My man Ronnie lifts the couch while Mike is laying on it. Just try to visualize all this. I'm telling a great story right here. He fucking lifts the couch and drops it. He goes, get the fuck up, bro. Tell him what you told me. Tell him what you told me. And then Sam's like, remember you said that Ron was bringing girls to the house? And Mike's like, I never said that. Ronnie proceeds to go into Mike's room because they were roommates during the season. Why? I have no fucking idea. Ronnie starts throwing his bed in the hallway. His shirts, his shoes, his jewelry. He's just yeeting everything in the hallway. And Mike's keeping it calm at first. He's like, Ron, I don't get involved. I don't get involved in your fucking relationship. I don't get involved in your fucking relationship. And he starts getting hype. He's like, I've done the same thing all the fucking time. Now, Ronnie's taken off guard a little bit. Ronnie's looking at him like, yeah. And then Mike goes, you want to hit me? You want to hit me, tough guy? You want to throw my fucking bed? Let's do it! As an intimidation tactic, Mike thinks, okay, I'm going to freak Ronnie out because I might have a hard time with Ronnie. He's a big boy. I'm going to headbutt the wall, put a hole in it. Mike did not realize that in Italy, the walls are made of concrete. So Mike fucking yeets into the wall and literally lays himself out, right? He's like seeing stars at this point. Now Ronnie's like, look what you did, you stupid idiot. You fucking hit yourself in the wall, whatever. Now Mike gets up, straight up concussed at this point, by the way. He just literally ran full speed into a fucking concrete wall.
Kool-Aid
And he
man.
goes, I never did anything with your relationship, tough guy. Smacks the wall. And then goes, let's do it. And then they literally have a full-blown fight. Like, it's fucking crazy. All the girls are screaming, stop! The bodyguards rush in. They're grabbing Ronnie off
They have
Mike.
bodyguards?
Oh, yeah, dude, they would have killed each other. These two have been, you know, people in your life that for whatever reason, everyone has people like this, that you can't stand them for some reason, and they just get on your fucking nerves.
Sure.
When that shit builds, like, especially with them personally, for 4 fucking years, and then they're in this moment where they're in this giant fucking mansion in Italy, and they're like, all right, well, we're about to fucking fight. Yeah, they definitely had to send in the bodyguards.
I feel like Ronnie would have fucking slaughtered him. He's huge.
Ronnie, it's so funny. Ronnie's like 5'6".
Oh.
They're all like pretty short people on the show. Ronnie's like a brick shit house though. And he's laid out people on the show before. Like I remember telling you about that's one shot. It's one shot, kid. And they fucking film the guy out cold on the boardwalk. This guy's like knocking people out on national TV.
Just committing felonies.
Dude, he's crazy. So, apparently like Ronnie punched Mike like right in the face. Mike took more damage because he got concussed right before the fight. I really do believe if Mike didn't headbutt the wall, Mike would have laid Ronnie out. But I don't know. Ronnie was like undefeated at that point.
They were all juicing at that point, right?
I mean, dude, for sure. I think so.
They had like the fluffiest gyno ever in the most.
Bro, Ronnie had abs on his back. Have you ever seen that before? I've never seen this besides Ronnie. In the Italy season, when he's walking and you see the back of his like physique,
Shirt.
dude, he literally has like rectangles going down his spine. It's craziest shit I've ever seen. I don't know how you get those. I guess
I just looked this up. Ronnie spent $30,000 on ab liposuction.
Really?
Yep.
When did he do that?
This is consequence.net. Let's see. 2019.
Oh, wow. So he did that pretty recently.
Yeah.
Dude, all I know is, man, I will go to the grave stating that Jersey Shore, without a shadow of a doubt, is the greatest reality TV show that's ever existed, bar none. You can't come to me with anything else. Nothing will top it.
I mean, like, what else is there?
Anything that you can think of, bring it to the table, no shot.
The Kardashians.
No fucking shot. No shot. The Kardashians, though, has some pretty. The Kardashians is pretty entertaining. They have some entertaining moments, like the fist fight between Kim and who was it, Courtney? That shit went hard, bro. You ever see that?
I don't think so. I really don't watch reality television.
We gotta get you more on the pulse of this reality content, man.
But it's not real, so it's not reality. It's just
a lot. It's one of those things. I think I don't know if you definitely weren't in my class, but we took a whole course at Adelphi about like reality TV and just TV in general. And a lot of reality TV is just putting people in situations that are fabricated, but then like the outcome is real.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure that in Jersey Shore, because there's like a whole Reddit that has dropped like after the show has been out for a while where like new details come out. And apparently the producers wanted the note to be written to Sam about what Ronnie did when he was like cheating on her. And like the castmates weren't able to type up anything.
Gotcha.
But they allowed Snooki and Jenny to type that letter to give to Sam because they thought then Sam would be pissed at Ron. But it turns out that Sam ended up getting mad at the girls for writing the letter. So that was like a whole fucking crazy thing.
They set shit up. They're instigators, but they're not like...
They stir the pot.
Yeah. I mean, it's got its place for sure. I didn't know that Kardashians they've been on television for 20 years.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's confusing to me is that Keeping Up with the Kardashians ended, but then they immediately got a new show on Hulu just called The Kardashians, right?
Yeah, and it's filmed in like the same Selling Sunset style. They straight up like stole Selling Sunset's like reality. It would be like they basically just copied like a YouTuber. Like if it's two YouTubers beefing, they just jack their shit.
If you were wondering why I was just staring into an abyss, Discord froze. Then you like sped up what you were saying, so I just heard something about YouTubers. Didn't hear the full context.
Oh, okay. I'll say it again.
There you go.
Basically, it's just like they stole Selling Sunset's entire creative theme.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a YouTuber like copying another YouTuber.
Gotcha. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's just interesting to me, like, if there was still interest in them being in a reality show, why did one end for another one to begin? Unless it was just something, like, contractually that they had to, like, work out where they were getting a new deal and whatever. I'm sure Hulu paid them a fuckload
It's all
of money.
It's all about the money, bro. That. Do you think once you get to a certain level of wealth, you just, like, stop ever or no?
Stop, like, wanting more wealth or just stop?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think everybody's different. I think some people hit a point where they're like, I'm content, I'm happy. I think some people constantly want to get to that next peak and
that
go
tier
beyond it. I was listening to Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank, talk about this type of stuff on Logan Paul's podcast. And he was saying that if he's like out to dinner, and this guy's like a multi, he's like
Is
worth
he a billionaire?
like 500. I don't know if he's a billionaire, but I think he's worth like 400 or 500 million. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
Of the Shark Tank people, is it Mark Cuban that's like the wealthiest?
Mark Cuban's like a billionaire, like $5 billion is his net worth or some shit like that. But he was saying like if he goes out to dinner with a group of people and he notices like that the bill is off, he'll actually say something. And you know, like that's the type of like that guy's wealth. He doesn't need to like fix something.
He's what you call a maven.
A maven.
A market maven. They're people who just like pay attention to small details in like the market for the whole benefit of the like ecosystem.
Gotcha.
Like he's like, yeah, he may consciously be like paying attention to that because like he values like, oh no, like actually I didn't pay for this, but it's like a group of personality traits that can describe certain people with their attention to detail with financial shit.
Yeah, he was saying that his mother like always taught him like if you don't respect your money, you won't have any money. So like he was explaining, it was a very interesting interview. He was saying like basically every dollar that I make and that I work hard for, I completely value where, you know, he said something like when he travels, if he doesn't set up the like airline rewards thing and he could make like $400 from a big ticket that he purchased, he'll call up and actually like get that sorted as opposed to just like leaving it alone. Like he wants to take advantage of
right.
Shit, I'm spilling fucking waters.
What the fuck was that?
He wants to take advantage of like every opportunity and make sure that he's like spending his money smartly and whatever. And you gotta admire that. That's pretty cool shit.
To a point, but I feel like if I had 500 mil, like I would not give a fuck, dude. Because there comes a certain point where your time is so valuable that wasting time on saving small amounts of money is just not cost effective.
I do get that perspective, but there's also like the devil's avocados where like if you never give a fuck and you're just getting fucked left and right, eventually, I mean, if you have 500 million, I don't think it'll dry up, but you'll probably lose a lot of money.
Nothing will make a dent in 500 mil if you just live like a, I mean, you don't even have to live modestly with 500 mil. Like,
I want 500 mil. Imagine you just found a treasure chest in your backyard with like 500 gold doubloons. 500 million gold doubloons. Sick.
Oh, then it would be worth more because the weight of gold is what? I mean, I remember a couple of years ago it was like 1,700 an ounce. But if you found if you found 500 million gold doubloons,
oh, forget it.
You'd have to multiply that by the ounce by the price of gold.
You'd be the world's first trillionaire.
Did I ever tell you about let me find his name. The guy in Key West.
The guy in Key West.
Who discovered Mel Fisher. Have I ever told you about Mel Fisher?
Maybe. I mean, we've discussed this on the show. I can't remember shit, so maybe you've told me about it.
Okay. So Mel Fisher was an American treasure hunter best known for finding the 1622 wreck of the Nuestra Senora de Atocha in Florida waters.
Oh, this was the boat, right? And there was like treasure in it?
Yeah, he was hunting for gold.
I think you did tell me this.
His like wife died, his daughter like died during finding this. Oh he eventually found the gold. Like how much is it worth? It was a fuck ton.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's what's wild to me. Like you got to think about all these stories of like pirate treasure. How much gold do you think is just sitting in a treasure chest in the middle of a fucking ocean right now?
Guess how much he found.
10 million.
400 million worth of sunken treasure.
How do you even get 400 million of sunken treasure out of the water? Like that's got to be a lot of coins.
It's 40 tons of gold and silver.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
And yeah, he had a quote called like, "Today's the day." So every day he would go out looking for this fucking shipwreck and he's like, "Oh, today's the day." Like he knew it was out there. He just had to find it.
He had the vision. He just had to execute.
Yep.
That's fucking wild. We should go out looking for treasure. Should film the podcast on a ship.
No, I know, dude. Like,
imagine just pirates.
Just looking for treasure and then you find it.
I mean, that's a metaphor for life, right? Just looking for the gold. You keep working, you keep working, you keep working. Eventually you strike it, you find it, and you feel better than you did before you started your journey.
Yeah, so I went to this guy's museum in Key West. It was pretty interesting. There's just gold everywhere.
That's crazy. So when did this all go down? When did he find it?
1973 and 1975.
Is he still alive now?
I think he's really old. Let me see.
My man's just chilling with his treasure chest right now. 105 years old.
He died.
Oh, he did die? Fuck.
He died in 98.
How old was he?
76.
Oh, man, he was pretty young.
But all the pictures of him, dude, he's just fucking decked out in gold.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd be decked out in gold, too. That goes hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I've been watching Shark Tank again, and I was seeing that there was an episode of Kevin Hart as a guest shark. So I went on iTunes, I bought the episode for like $4, whatever it was, and I was watching this the other night. Dude, Kevin Hart is a sharp motherfucker, man.
You
He's
think
smart
so?
as hell. It was cool seeing like a comedian talk very serious about business, which was dope. It was a very good episode. I encourage anyone to go check it out.
Well, he's got to be one of the wealthiest comedians.
He's
right?
the highest paid comedian on earth.
Are you serious?
Yo, he's worth like $400 million, I'm pretty sure.
450 million. What's with people being worth 450 million?
How do we get to that 400 million mark?
Kevin O'Leary net worth.
I think he's 450.
400.
There it is. Type in Kanye West. Now that's a guest shark that I want to see.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. What is it, 18 billion now? Dude, he's
No.
wealthy.
2 billion.
2 billion. Woo! 2 billion. The 2 billion club. Are you fucking kidding me? I just find it so cool that like
and that's because of his clothing, right?
A lot of it, yeah, is from Yeezy. I just find it so amazing that he used to work at the Gap, and he would. I think he told this story where he would like steal from the Gap, and then he did like a multi-billion-dollar or multi-million-dollar deal with the Gap, like 30 years down the line or whatever it is. Isn't that crazy?
It is wild.
He has a whole song called Spaceship about like working at the Gap. I'm pretty sure.
Now, does Kevin Hart make most of his money from just like deals of doing comedy, or does he have like a business?
No, now he has like Heartbeat Productions, where like he has a whole production team that produces movies, TV shows, YouTube series, whatever. And when you get to the point where you can like produce your own shit, the cost of getting it done is more, but the return is so much higher. There's no studio.
Dude. Okay. Guess how much Adam Sandler's worth?
Oh my God. 500 million?
480 million.
Crazy.
Yeah, well,
he has his own production company too. Like, before all the movies where
Happy Madison Films. Yeah.
Happy Madison.
Okay, get this. He signed a 3-movie deal with Netflix for $350 million. Holy fuck.
Imagine signing that dotted line and then just like going on with the rest of your day. You're just like, oh, wow, really cool.
He has
350 million.
There's a bunch of memes going around. It's like, fuck hot girl summer. I'm on my Adam Sandler girl summer because of his outfits. Have you seen his outfits?
Well, that's the best part about him. He's a multi-millionaire and he just wears like shorts and like collared t-shirts.
But like the colors are
they never match. It looks like he looks like an 8th grader just like sleeping over a friend's house.
Yes.
It's fantastic, dude. I love Adam Sandler.
He's my favorite. Straight up.
Favorite actor ever?
Probably. That's comedy.
So what's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Billy Madison.
That's a good pick. I would say The Waterboy or Happy Gilmore for me.
No, it's for sure Billy Madison for me.
Bro, Waterboy, to this day, I can watch scenes from that movie. Remember when Bobby Boucher came back at halftime and the Mud Dogs won the Bourbon Bowl, do you?
Dude, even Hubie Halloween.
Hubie Halloween was excellent. I remember you told me to watch it on the podcast. I watched it and I was like, this is fucking hysterical. When he's just dodging shit.
Did you ever get around to see Uncut Gems?
Oh, yeah, of course. Bro, my face at the end of that movie was like this. No exaggeration.
Well, it's like, I just respect that you see, there's certain people where it's like they're getting their bag, sure, whatever. I don't mind. Like, it's cool. Like, I see that Adam Sandler like gets his bag, but can also be like a fucking sick actor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a movie that he's in called Reign Over Me. I would watch that. I feel like a lot of people haven't seen it. It's a very dramatic role where he loses his family in a plane crash, and he's just like trying to deal with life after that. And dude, it's a beautiful movie. It's
I gotta watch it.
It's very good. Dude, he has a lot of movies like that. I think he has a movie called like The Cobbler. He like builds shoes, like he repairs shoes or something. And like when people put on the shoes, they become that person that their shoes were or some shit like that. Apparently that was a really good one. Let me know in the comments. Maybe it wasn't a good one. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to fucking pull from this amnesia brain over here.
You know what's also crazy? Last point on Adam Sandler. You ever seen Big Daddy?
Oh yeah.
You know who the boy is?
One of the Sprouse twins, right?
Well, it's actually both of them, and they would just switch.
That's always crazy. They did that on Full House with Mary, Kate, and Ashley, right?
I think so.
That's wild. Yeah, they're just like, all right, bring in the other twin. And no one fucking notices. Just two people doing one role.
Yep.
Did you see one of those twins? he posted like his whole ass on Instagram about a month ago?
No.
Yeah. It was like a selfie, and then in the background, he just had his bare ass out.
No, I got to check that out.
Got to check that out. I'll send you a link, bro. I got you.
All right, thanks, man.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of The Sunday Sauce. If you enjoyed, subscribe, share this with a friend. Meatballs, we got a brand new member exclusive episode coming for you guys on Wednesday. There's literally, I think that's going to be the 70th member episode. Which is fucking crazy, dude. That's wild.
I know.
It's good shit. But yeah, next Sunday episode, we should be back in person. It's going to be a nice, maybe we'll make it a nice guest episode or something. Spice things up. Fucking love you guys. Phil, any final words?
Say hello to your grandmother for me.
Hey, take care, brush hair. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.